Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be going over this drawing that you're seeing here. Um, so it was meant to be posted for Mermay, and I made it the last day of May. So obviously that didn't happen. It's the end of June now. It's actually about to be July, and I'm just not getting it up and ready for you guys. But I really like how this turned out. I went in with the idea of the trend that was going on, and it's still kind of going on, where people were saying to draw fish whenever you're feeling art blocked. I kept on seeing pictures of people drawing Hatsune Miku with fish and just like a bunch of these different characters with fish as well. And there was a few photos that I saw of tinned fish in particular, and I really liked how those turned out. And I was already wanting to draw something for Mermay, but it was already getting kind of late, and mermaids aren't really something that I enjoy drawing all that much. So I found some inspiration in that trend, and I decided to go ahead with this. And so I decided to draw a couple different like doodles, almost as if like they're stickers. I drew a mermaid in a little fish can and some fish parts. I really wanted to focus on the details of fish, so I also drew a fish head. And as you'll see, I also drew like a arm of the mermaid and a couple of shells. I really like how this turned out. I drew I don't even know what it's called, like a fishnet floating device, or it's basically like a glass ball, a large glass ball with rope tied around it. And to my knowledge, the only thing that I've seen about it before is that like Japanese fishermen use them back in, I can't even tell you when. I'll be making something up if I do, but I guess they used to be used as like flotation devices or bobbers in the water. I just think they're super beautiful. You see them a lot in like decor and stuff like that, so I decided to include that on this page as well. And yeah, so I went in with a Pentel mechanical pencil with the purple lead, and I used the purple lead because it's my favorite, and I really don't like using other colors to sketch with other than purple. The reason why I like to use it is because I love how this lead in particular kind of bleeds a little bit when you add a wet medium on top of it. It kind of melts, but it doesn't melt all the way. So when I go in with the watercolor, which you will see, you could see that the lines kind of blur a little bit, and I find that it makes everything more cohesive because of the color melting and with everything. And I think purple is just a really beautiful color in general. I think it adds like a really nice warmth and depth to certain areas, but that's here nor there. Yeah, so these characters aren't anything in particular. I kind of just wanted to go off of super bright reds. I recently got some neon paints from, I believe they're from Holbein. I got like a neon orange, red, and a fluorescent pink watercolor. And I really like using fluorescents as base layers for a lot of my paintings, especially acrylic paintings. However, I am aware that fluorescent watercolors are not light fast, so I decided to just go ahead and use it for this because it is in the sketchbook, and I'm not really concerned about the longevity of the colors, and especially because the sketchbook will be closed I don't really have to worry about it fading all too much. Plus, this was just for fun. I mean, it's good to have art supplies that you use just for fun or like, whatever. But yeah, this was really just like a fun session for me. Especially after working so much, I find that I really like to just sit down and draw on the weekends or sit down after work and paint a little bit and just enjoy my time home because I do work full time and I find that work is very draining. Let's put it that way. I find it hard to find a good work-life balance. Um, and I personally don't have any kids or anything like that, so I would feel even stronger. I don't know how parents even find a good work-life balance. I hear that it's very difficult, and I don't know. It's just been this is the first time that I've been really struggling, like, pursuing my hobbies on the side. So I've been trying to really prioritize drawing at least every night, even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, to just stay in the habit of it and not get too rusty. Because I find that it's really easy to fall behind on things that you enjoy in exchange to scrolling on your phone. I think it's a lot easier to scroll on your phone and to fall into that routine because your phone is constantly on you and there's so much to consume that sometimes it's harder to create than what it is to just mindlessly consume something. So I think that's a big part as to why I've been having such a hard time finding my work-life balance. And I don't know if anybody else has been feeling like this recently. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to even create a YouTube channel to, I guess, in a way, it's contributing to other people's mindless scrolling. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be a mindless, like, I don't want to contribute to the mindlessness portion of it. But I think that I just want to find value in creating again. And another aspect of it is that I really want to hold myself accountable to finish things because I've drawn for my entire life, and I love painting with watercolor. However, I have found that even though I really enjoy adding color to things and I really enjoy finishing things, I don't do it. I draw so much and I have so many sketchbooks full, but they're all just super sketchy. And of course, there's nothing wrong with having a sketchbook that's purely sketches and pencil and, things like that. But I think that I want to put more pride in what I create and having follow through. I guess having a stronger commitment to it and following through with the goals that I set and to actually finish what I set out to do. And I think that this spread is a good example of that. Yes, it's still very sketchy. I wasn't expecting to create a finished illustration by any means. This is just something for fun. But I think that I really want to start adding more color to things because that's where I'm lacking. I'm lacking in... I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, so that's where I'm at in life. I'm trying to hold myself a little bit more accountable and draw more and to actually finish what I'm drawing. And I find that it's been really difficult per se because I set up my phone to record and I will begin drawing and I have probably made 5 or 6 different, I don't want to say completed illustrations, but I've tried recording like 5 or 6 different times. And sometimes my drawings I find fall flat, and I think it's just because of my inexperience with color. or not even inexperience, but the fact that I'm so rusty with it. So I was really happy to see how the color of these turned out. I did go in on top of my watercolor with colored pencil. I believe I used my Prismacolors with this, and then on top of my colored pencil, I do have shiny watercolor from a small business. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of the small business is. If I can remember to, I'll tag them in my bio or whatever, the description of this video, and you guys can check them out. They're beautiful. They're beautiful paints, and I got their dot cards as a gift from my mother quite a few years ago for my birthday, and I love adding them into my sketchbook because they're just such a fun pop of shine to whatever I'm working on. So here I'm using a color called Taxi. I think that their name is like, I don't even want to try. It's like ILUILE or something like that. But yeah, I think that it's important to prioritize yourself enough to have enough respect for yourself to try to finish things. So I think that that's one of my big goals here, and starting a YouTube channel and really like holding myself to the commitment of posting is to try to produce something that's meaningful and contributes something to the collective of people that can be, I don't want to say inspiring, but that can be used as a point of reference. So yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. It took me probably about 4 or 5 hours on a weekend. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.